Hello everybody. Welcome in. Trying to get all this situated. Sorry guys. Hello there. Okay, hopefully y'all can hear me. Alright. Yes, I'm on Facebook as well. I just was trying to get everything situated for both sides. So, hey there, Miss Tina. Hello there, Miss Kimberly and Miss Curly. Welcome in. Alright, so I am working on a journal. And we are going to finish putting it together today. So I built this cover, this album cover earlier, and I did this on Facebook, okay? So we are going to work on this, all right? And we're going to put the fabric for the inside and cover it nicely. And all the good things. And so, for those watching me on Facebook, hello. Come on in, say hi. If you're watching me on Whatnot, welcome, welcome. Let me know you're here. The bin is loaded if you guys want to check that out. But we're just building and putting a journal together. So if you've never seen it done, that is what we're working on. I'm glad that you do. I'm very glad that you do like the fabric. This is what everybody was ended up picking on my live earlier. So I was hoping that it would be something that you would like. So come on in, and if you guys have any questions about building albums or journals, just pop your questions in the chat and I will do my very best to answer. I am by no means, I do not consider myself an expert, but I love building these, okay? So I will definitely help out wherever I can. And I'm sorry if it gets a little like weird. I'm trying to avoid my cat that is underneath the desk right now. So I really cannot move the way I wish I could. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and attach the fabric which is going on the inside, okay? And I am using Fabrifix. You can use Fabri-Tac 3-in-1. I know some people use Fabric Fusion. I have not tried that one yet, but I'm guessing it's going to be very similar to the Fabri-Tac. Okay. Alrighty. Well, hello there, HM Ironworks. How are you doing? It's been a while, friend. Thank you for popping in. I do appreciate it. So this journal is a commission order that we are putting together. Hi. Y'all, I've already been working on my new inspiration that is the journal for the Battle of the Junk Journals, and that's proving to be a bit of a challenge, but I am determined to make my vision work for that one. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome in, Andy. Hey, Miss Beatrice, how are you? So, I believe Miss Kimberly saw me working on another steampunk journal that I was working on, and she reached out and asked if I would make a journal for her, which of course, and it's what we normally call a base journal, so that she can do all of the decorating for it. Yes, and I actually have, so these are some of the additional items that you'll be getting, so that you can trim these out and make pockets and belly bands and little tags. I know you said butterflies, so I found this one. So you'll be getting that to go along with this. Welcome in, everybody. I hope everyone is having a wonderful middle of the week. It is Wednesday. So that is, of course, we gotta let everything dry properly, and then I still gotta trim it up and all the good things. But let's start working on the front. So for the front, I want to use this for the front part, and then this one for the back side. Okay, that is what we will be using. They do, Miss Beatrice, you're right. The days do fly by. They just go, and before you know it, you know, another week is gone, another month has passed. You know, I mean, look, it's already the end of March, which means that, you know, we're going to be going into the 4th month of this year, like it was just Christmas, you know. Hey, Jeep girl, hello, hello, hello. And yeah, a year older, all of that. all of it. You know, everything moves way too fast. Way too fast, in my opinion. Things need to slow down a little, you know? Hello there, Miss Chandra. How are you, dear? Welcome in. So I'm just working a little bit more on this journal. Trying to get it finished up. Miss Kimberly is actually here. Oh, I'm so glad. You know, that's the biggest thing is, yeah, I want you to be happy with it. So, and then, like I said, I can't wait for you to put your personal touch on it, right? Because that's what you're going to be doing by decorating it. You're going to put your spin on it, which is going to make it even prettier. So I love that. Now this is a linen paper, so sometimes it doesn't give me exactly the edges I want, but you know, we'll let the paper do its thing and we'll just, you know, make it dark. Hey, Miss Alicia, how are you, dear? I'm doing well, thank you. So just distressing the edges on this. You love distressing. Hi, Miss Cindy. Welcome in. Yeah, distressing is always fun to add to things. It always, in my opinion, just makes things look so much better. Okay, so that is the front. Let's work on the back. And again, I love working with these deco scissors because they give you all kinds of fun edges that you can have. It all depends on, you know, the scissors you're using. Hello there, Miss Christine. Welcome in. And the distressing just, you know, kind of aids the image of the printable, which is really nice too. I do like it. And then I have 2 trash cans under my desk. One for like trash and one for paper scraps. Because I am gonna play with making my own paper. I think that is a great way to set, you know, to repurpose all the bits that we're constantly cutting off of papers, right? Yes, I can still add that, of course. Most definitely. Hello there, Wheezy. How are you, my friend? I hope that you are having a wonderful evening. I am doing well. I am working on a commission piece. I was requested to make this, so we are working on it. So that way, once this is done, I can actually get back. Look, I'm gonna give you all a sneak peek of what I've been working on for my Battle of the Junk Journal. That's all I'm gonna show. That's all I want to show is the sketch. No, I don't think I knew that you had another train. I'm gonna have to check it out. Where did you go? Let me see. I did not see that. You know I would have signed up if I would have seen Supernatural or Buffy. Oh, are you talking about, or are you talking about, what I just showed? Now I'm confused. It don't take much to confuse me. I'm looking to see if I have a specific type of ring, or am I out and do I need to order some? That is one of the new ones. I saw the flat rate one because I did sign up for that one. I saw that, but I did not see the Supernatural one, because if not, I would have totally signed up for it. Oh, see? I was looking for jump rings. What the heck? No, that's not it. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you like the paper. There is still slots because it's a late night one. Well, then, hopefully when I get off, there will still be some spots. I will hop on and make sure. Because as long as it's not like when I'm out of town, you know, I'll definitely hop on something like that. Because I love that. I love, 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 love that. Okay, so those, I think I might have to use that. It's not exactly what I wanted to use, but I don't think I have any of the other ones. 410. 410 should be, yeah, 410 is, I'm trying to think. What day of the week is it? Let me see, let me look, 410. Oh, that might have been why, if I did see it, that might have been why I hadn't signed up yet. because it's Friday. Yeah. That should be fine. I should be able to do that. What? What is it, old man? What are we complaining about? Huh? Well, life being hard. So yeah, so that should be fine. I'll when I get off, I'll hop on, and hopefully there's still some spots I can snag something. Okay. Do I not have a thin one? No, it does not appear like I have a thin one, so I guess I'm gonna have to go with this. That'll work. Yep. Yeah, especially if it's late night. You know me. I'll definitely hop on for a late night one. 'Cause heck yeah. Let's, you know, like, let's do it. Okay. Let me try to get this in here. Yeah, because I forget. Was it yours? No, Peace Out. Peace Out had one that was gonna be a late night one. And I was like, yeah, I can do. Because, like, I think because of the time zone or whatever, it'd be like midnight or something. And I was like, I can definitely do that. So. Yeah. Yeah, you can make the tassel for it with whatever cute items you might have. Okay? So, that is... Wait a second. Do these things not move? Or are they are stationary? Oh, crap. That is not going to work well. That is not going to do what I need it to do. So what is everybody up to? 10, 11, 12, 1. That's 1 o'clock. Yeah, that should be fine. I should be able to do that time. You know, as long as I didn't have anything else crazy planned, we're fine. I should not have anything that early or late. Because usually my late nights are not till Saturday. So. Alright, we'll make it work. I don't have the exact thing, but I will make this work. I'm just gonna have to bend it upwards. Yes, it is midnight right now. Correct. Well, 11:56. Yeah, but Pacific time, isn't Pacific time 3 hours difference? So 10, 11, 12, 1. 3 hours. Yeah. What do you think you're doing? You're gonna make her mad. Don't go up there. I'm not about to have you start y'all two start a cat fight. I know. Go down there. Go down. Go down. Stormy, he's not coming up there on your bed, okay? Leave him alone. You love my papers? Well, thank you. They're actually a combination of a few sets and a few things that I've put together. So I always like to make a mix of stuff, if that makes sense. Okay. I'd be a very bad designer. You know, like the people where they want you to use like only their set or something, because I always mix stuff. I do. Like, you know, you have people that like only use certain brands or something. That would be hard because like I use all kinds of stuff. I use all kinds of stuff, all kinds of papers. I just, you know, mix and match. I'm glad that you do like it. Hey there, Swiping Grammy and Amy Sue. The only thing that might have fallen behind me, Miss Alicia, would have been, well, it really didn't fall. It was my cat. He jumped because he was behind me. Alright, that is going to be the next thing I need to order. So I need to order some more of this, because I'm going to need it for my next journal. If I'm missing anybody's comments, I am sorry. I am trying my best. At the same time, I'm also trying to see what I'm doing. So if I miss your comments, I'm not ignoring you, I promise. Nothing. Ah! Get off of my fabric. So. Okay. See, and then it just oozes everywhere. Oh, I detest this glue. Okay. So that's what I put there. You'll be able to clip something on there. And you can add a tassel, and then I can still put the two signatures going down next to it. Take all of these extra little fiber thingies off. And let's get our papers down. Alright, let me see if it will Hey there, Basement Brat. How you doing? And Jill. I'm glad that you are loving it. So, that's obviously a plus. Because if you love it, then that means you'll play in it. Working on a journal that I was requested to make. So right now, if this glue would cooperate with me a little bit longer, I could get my cover part on. It's a purple steampunk theme. Oh yeah, and I need to print off some butterflies, some steampunk butterflies for you to fussy cut out and add wherever you want. I have those, I just have to print them out. I need to make them ephemera size and not full page size, so once I get that printed, so we're, hey there, Miss Jamie. How are you, my dear? Alright, we're gonna try this. Let's see how it does. I know, but I have the Battle of the Junk Journal that is coming up, and I need to make the example journal for my retreat. So I have 2 large journals that I need to get completed. And I want to make sure that I get this done for you, because the one for the retreat in July is not going to be hard because I've already made that style journal before. So like I already invented the gate journal, so I already know what I'm doing. But the one for the new one that I'm, like I said, I have sketches and I've been drawing, redrawing, measuring, remeasuring for this new one that'll be in April. So I have to make sure I get that done. Hey there, Miss Mindy. Hello there, Miss Ida. Welcome, welcome. Okay. And alright, we're gonna let this dry for a little bit, and then I'm gonna ink it again. In the meantime, let's pull these out. Get the cat hair off of it. You know, we don't need the cat hairs. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. So I'm gonna separate these because there's some that are like similar, so I don't want them to be in the same order, if that makes sense. Well, not in the same order. I don't want them to be in the same signature. That's what I was trying to get at. That's what I was trying to get at. Just making sure that they're not in the same signature. They kind of bounce off of each other. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Lady. Okay. And then how many ladies do we have in this one? Put that there. So, some of them, these are a mixture of 2 different kits that I got off of Etsy, and some I make. But like I said, with these ones, it's a mixture, because hey Molly, how are you doing, dear? So that's normally. And if you want the links to the Etsy shops, just message me, and I can send you those links. Preferably messaging me on FB, because I can share links there. They're not so happy about me sharing links on whatnot, in messages at least. Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. Send me a message. I will gladly share those links. So you know what? Let's use this one. And we'll put this one in here. And we'll add this one on the outside. This go around. Hey there, Crafty Jackrabbit and Jelly Mama. Welcome, welcome. Now, when we go to putting papers together, you know, you end up having pages that, you know, start to stick out. Obviously, the thicker the more pages you have, the more the pages will stick out. I sometimes trim them, sometimes I don't. So, hey, Miss Bonnie. Thank you. So Miss Kimberly, do you want me to trim these straight or just leave them as is? Because you can ink them, you could come in and cut them or tear them, you know, be totally up to you what you choose to do with them. Okay. I need to get my sewing gear for a second here. So, if you're still in here, let me know. It's easier to do it before you sew, but if nothing else, I can do it afterwards as well. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you guys do. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You can alter them however you choose to afterwards. Okay. Oh, hello there, Cover Story Collection. Thank you for the raid, my friend. I appreciate it. We're just working on a journal together, so thank you, Miss Chandra. I'm glad that you're still hanging in. So our friend Cover Story Collection, if you guys are not following, please give her a follow. She doesn't currently have another show planned, but if you follow her, you'll be able to see next time. You'll get a notification. So that's the plus side about when you follow somebody, that when they go live, you'll get, if you have notifications on. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I said I don't always cut them and trim them down, because yeah, you might want to alter the pages somehow. So this journal is what we would call a bare bone, in the sense that it'll have pages in it and be ready to decorate, but like I'm not going to do any of the decorating to it. And I'm always up for making anybody a bare bone journal if you want one, or you're looking for something specific. I know that some people don't feel confident enough to do the sewing in, but you know, I've showed that there's ways to have journals without having to sew as well. Okay, so we're gonna grab our ink right quick, and we're just gonna come in here and we're gonna ink. Since this is brown paper, we're just gonna ink it up like if it was a normal edge of a paper. And we'll do that side as well. And I am going to sew these pages into this one. And like I said, there's ways to make journals where you do not have to sew in. And I know that, you know, it's honestly up to everybody's preference. I've made them all, so I mean, you can do some journals where they're bound by rings. You can do journals where they are where they're just held by elastic or string, and even those, there's different ways to do it. There's a couple of options. There's always options, which is what you want to do. Yeah, when I saw her, I was like, she has to be on the front cover because she is gorgeous. So normally craft and chats are on Tuesday, but my daughter yesterday wanted me to spend some time with her and make hot chocolate and watch some TV together. And so of course family always comes first, before play, before anything. Okay. Now, because I have this here so that Miss Kimberly can hang some a tassel on, we have to be careful to make the signatures on opposite sides of it. You could technically, when you have something like this, put a signature on like down the middle, but it would be like for a smaller book. It was a nice evening. It was. And that's the thing, you gotta, gotta have those times. Gotta give the, she is the last baby, so, and she is also the only girl, and I was talking with her brother earlier, I was like, it's kind of hard, because, so used to the boys being so self-driven, and she's not, which makes it hard sometimes. Alright, now I'm going to want to make sure that these are evenly spaced, so I am going to mark where it is that I am putting my holes in. Or at least where I want to put my holes in. So that way I'll do it the same, you know? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And right there. Alright, so Hey, hello, hello. How are you doing? I would like to join and be present in your group and work on this on there sometime. Yeah, of course, Miss Kimberly. And no, Miss Katie, I am not working. Yes, exactly. Do it while I can. I am not working on my Battle of the Junk journal. This is a journal that I was commissioned to do, so I'm doing that. But I have started, and I will let you guys see sneak peek of my templates or template for it. That is all I'm revealing. That is all I'm going to reveal. You guys know that I like to construct very three-dimensional style journals, so that is what I'm doing. And I'm being true to myself and my style and what I like to do while doing it. Okay, now we're going to do the other side, which is where we have to make sure it's all the way up to the top there, so we can come on the other side of the ring that we put. Okay, so that's gonna be the biggest thing. But yeah, you definitely have to enjoy it while you can, because when they are grown and gone, there's no more chances, you know, because then the conversations are no longer about, you know, cutesy dolls or stuff of that nature. It'll be like my oldest son calling me about wanting some advice on moving in with his girlfriend. So, of course, that's yeah, that's hard. My baby, she is 17. She is 17. She is the baby of the family. Spoiled by all of the boys. Because not only is she the baby, she is also the only girl. So, yeah. Oh, see, you still got little ones. Mine are big. I have a 17-year-old, 20-year-old, and 24-year-old. Crazy, huh? They grow up so stinking fast, y'all. They grow up way, way too fast. Yeah, they grow up very, very fast. Very, very fast. She graduates high school this year. It's, you know, it's one of those things. It's bittersweet. She's the last one. You know. And it's hard because, you know, they're so different. The boys to her, like, I was telling my son earlier when we were talking, I'm like, you know, they've always been like so self-driven. She's not, which in a sense drives me bonkers. Cause like how do you not have a drive? Oh my gosh, like it does. It drives me bananas, for sure. So and I have that one. I have that one. And then I have, oh, my marks are starting to come off, so it's like, where the heck did I make my marks? My daughter just turned 18 on March 3rd this year. Wow. That is, to me, it's just insane, you know, how quickly all, you know, it just, how quickly they grow up. Hey, Miss Cindy, I am working on a journal. Making sure I have all of my holes, and I am missing one hole. So I'm working on a journal. This is actually for someone who requested a purple steampunk journal. So that is what I am working on. We are putting this together for her so that we can get it shipped to her and she can start decorating it. Decorate it, journal in it, whatever it is that she chooses to do with it. They do, they grow up way too fast. That's the thing about it, way too fast. Yes, those are your only two, huh? No. Both of my my second and third child were both surprises, and were not really planned for, but still very grateful that we did have them. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. 2 and done. I hear you. One. So whenever you are measuring your string, you know, whatever you're sewing with, you want to make sure that you have at least about 3 times the length of your journal. Now, if you have a journal that has a lot of holes, or it's a lot, you know, then you might want to maybe add an extra length, just to give you, you know, that space for the weaving. Okay. Alright, let's grab this needle here. You're going to want something like an upholstery needle when you are sewing. Mostly because they have a little bit of a larger eyelet and they have a blunt point to them, you know. Alright, so the thread is this is waxed thread. Now you can use regular thread and then just put it through a wax wheel like this that you can get in the sewing section, and you just pass the thread through there. And the reason why you want your thread to be waxed is so that when it's going through the paper, it doesn't cut the paper. Hopefully that makes sense. Because if not, you'll cut your paper and it'll start falling apart, which you don't want, obviously. Yay, you're a kit! Woohoo! That is awesome, my friend. I'm so happy. That is wonderful. Did I make that hole wrong? Yes, I did make that hole wrong. Okay. So, what happens if you don't punch your hole through properly? Making sure that your papers are lined up. Come with your, and try to keep your fingers out of the way, okay, so that you don't hurt yourself. Just bring your awl through it. You know what? Let me make sure, yeah, that they were all upwards. And not that I was putting them in the wrong way. Okay, so now let's make sure this one comes out. There we go. Holding my extra thread piece, which is what we're going to end up tying with. So you want to make sure you keep that. Ooh, not trying to knot. So, let's see. Yeah, you can order wax thread from Amazon or look with the leather making tools. Yes, exactly. You can find them in the leather making tool section for the one that's already waxed. Or like I said, you can make your own with, you know, if you already have thread spools because, you know, maybe you sew already and stuff, so, and you already have it, just get the wheel and that'll save you some. And that way too you'll have all of the different colors, you know. Because that's the other thing, is making sure, you know, you have whatever color you need. So yeah, the wax wheel, exactly, it's only like $2. So, you know, and you can get regular thread like darn cheap, you know. What is it, like 99 cents or whatever, and you can match pretty well whatever it is that you are working on. So that's one of the reasons why I grabbed the wax wheel, because I have thread from where I do my I have the thread, the wax wheel that I use, and I just grab whatever spool of thread I want, you know. This, it's called a wax wheel. It's called a wax wheel. And so, an example, here's just regular thread, right? You can take that thread and you just, you know, pass it through. You know, you just pass it through, pushing down on the wax wheel, and now this is waxed. Okay? So if you sew and you have spools of thread, or like I said, you can many times get spools of thread for 99 cents or cheaper than what it costs to buy the one that's already waxed. So definitely, you know. And I got my wax thread, my wax wheel in Hobby Lobby, so I know you can find it, you know. Okay, and we're going to come back up, but I want to make sure that I'm going to come up on the opposite side of, so that I have tails on the opposite side of that, okay. And then also, you know, make sure that if you are getting from the section and you're getting a thread, and make sure you're getting the thinner one, because there's some thicker ones that are used with leather. And then here you can leave these to put dangles on. So I don't know, Miss Kimberly, if you want me to leave them, or, you know, and you can cut them, it's fine. Either way works. Okay, so that is the first signature. Let's get the next one. Cut. Yes. Yes, ma'am. You got it. Okay. Now it's working on the next one. So making sure everything is where it needs to be. Get this through here. And like I said, this is just sewing. It's easy to do. I know that it tends to intimidate people, but it's not that hard, guys. You know, biggest thing is making sure that you don't sew it in upside down. We've all done it, okay? So alright, so again, I'm going to pull it through, and then I'm going to make sure that I have a piece held. And then I'm going to come through, make sure I get into the hole. Come on, you're right there, thank you. Come on up. I'm going to tighten. I'm going to go down the top. And there's so many different ways of sewing. So definitely, you know, check out the University of YouTube. It will greatly assist in learning. And yeah. Nope, you're right there. Okay. So let's get you that out of the way. And I do sometimes do this and then look for my hole. But I still come back to make sure that I'm holding on to that properly. And then back through here. Ooh, I just grabbed that paper. Okay. That was a close one. Finding the hole. It's hard for me to see. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Now I'm noticing that those ones are loose, so I'm going to tighten them. Because you want to make sure that those are nice and tight. Okay. Yes, there's messages and whatnot. Whatnot has a messaging system. Okay, so making sure everything's nice and tight. And then we're going to come in and we're going to do that. Tie it again. Going, you know, doing a double knot, making sure that it is nice and tight. And tighten it. Aw, hey Miss Kristen, how are you, my sweet friend? Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying it, dear. So look at that. There it is. And then here, if you want to, you can cover this with some paper, or the tassel will kind of cover it up. You know, that's completely up to you, since you are the creator of this now. You're working and watching, I hear you. Yes. I know. And we won't be doing this style in the sense of sewing when I'm teaching you guys to do the journal that the style journal that I did last year, if for the retreat in July, the end of July. It's just a different form of sewing. I mean, it's just a different form of binding, not sewing, I'm sorry. So I'm just putting a little extra here because this was a little loose and I don't like it loose. So Miss Katie is super helpful. She is amazing. I am always blessed when she pops in. Yeah, I am absolutely so excited about July. That's going to be so much fun. Aw. Well, I try. I just want to help everybody out. Now, Miss Kimberly, would you like me to add like some actual gears in her hair instead of just the paper ones? I'm glad. Aw, you're so sweet. Yeah? Okay, so let me go grab a few and we can pop them on. That way they can dry while everything else dries. My feet are being attacked. Terrible, terrible. Well, that's actually the whole reason why there is the option for the virtual, because I will be showing how to do that. And then you got to remember I'm working hard on getting myself to where I can come to multiple different states. So she is gorgeous, isn't she? She is gorgeous. She just needs, like, you know, maybe some glossy accent in the eyes or right here on this piece to make it look like it's like a gem or something. So not these ones. No, these ones are two different kits that I found on Etsy, along with some other prints that I already had. Because I like to mix and match, and I like to like put in some prints that I make. I just don't have like full kits that I've ever made, but I like to make elements for kits. So, but Cynthia is doing the spring steampunk for the retreat in July. She is creating that one for me, and I'm excited for that. she's already been sending me like little, you know, snippets of what she's been making, and oh my god, it's so beautiful. Yes, Miss Kimberly, this is Miss Katie, this is for Miss Kimberly. Miss Kimberly reached out to me and was like, could you make me a purple steampunk journal? But she wasn't confident with the sewing part and asked if I would sew the stuff in, the pages in, and because she wants to decorate it and write in it and all the good stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'll definitely do that. So this is what I call a base journal, or just like the skeleton of it, because it's the cover and just pages. There's no no pockets, no ephemera, nothing like that's been made. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So I'm sending her, when she, with this journal, some ephemera pieces that she can cut out and that go along with the theme to get her started so she can decorate her journal. Because everybody should have the experience of playing in a journal. Well, hello there. I love Cheap Frills. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you guys are not following I Love Cheap Frills, please go give her a follow. And her next show is going to be tomorrow. She's doing a demo on bag charms, y'all. How fun. Thank you so much for the raid, friend. I appreciate it. Well, you did, Chandra? Cool beans. Then you're going to be getting it all. I can't wait to send out to start putting all the kits together once everything is finalized and I can start shipping things out. I'm so excited. I can make her eyes glossy, most definitely. What about this purple up here? I think this would look really good if it was glossy. But that's just me. So. Oh, these stash shows, cool. Now those are always fun because you can always find some goodies. Like I said, sometimes, you know, we find out that a certain craft is no longer our passion. So why not pass those things on to somebody else to play with, right? Instead of it taking up space. Tonight was Sari silk ribbons and vintage lace. Ooh, vintage lace. Okay, so before I... Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I have got to find one of those teeny tiny itsy bitsy, haha, here we go, little ones to go on her choker. I knew I had one somewhere. There, you have a lot. Okay, good. So y'all definitely be bookmarking her shows, because y'all know we love adding our laces and stuff to our crafts, no matter what it is that you're doing. So oh yeah, oh yeah. That's awesome. I can also make her lips glossy too, which will be nice because they would stick out. So before I do that, because that has to, I have to then prop it up and this has to sit flat, okay? You're too excited. That's good. I think everybody is doing well, other than this kitty under here. Okay, so this is the front. All right, imagine she's gonna have glossy eyes, glossy lips, and that's gonna be nice and glossy. Okay, this side here has this, so you can clip a dangle, ribbon, something of that sort. If you don't want to see this, you can always take a piece of paper and cover it if you want to. Okay, and then this is the back. Alright, that is the back, and then the front opens up. So this is the fabric that was picked, and then here we go. So plenty of space to decorate, add pockets, do anything that you would like to these pages. Okay, trying to get them over here. Good night, my sweet friend. Yes, I know. It does come way too soon. Way too soon. Yeah, if you can order like a small pack of like gears or something from Amazon, like you could totally glue some onto the pages, you know, just to give that 3D element. You could put like some butterfly stickers onto some of these as well. Here's another pretty girl. I love this page. And all this was I printed this on the opposite direction than what it was supposed to be. There's a butterfly on that one. See? I printed it like on opposite directions. So it's a mixture of like vintage, a little brighter. I love her. She is so cool. And then the second comes like this. Lots of purple. Lots and lots of purple, because she said she liked purple, and I was like, girl, I gotcha. I gotcha. Because I love purple too, so I knew I had, you know, spaces to journal. Look at how cool this girl is. Look at her. She is fantastic. And then we have this girl. Oop, got some more purpley gears. Here's another with a very sexy gaze there. I love this bookshelf. It's just so cool. And then more butterflies. Tons of gears, because you know we've got to have gears. And then that's the back side of it. See? That would be it. Oh, that's right, they do. That's right, they do. They do have that. So, I'm going to go ahead and put the glossy accent on that. And then I am going to let it dry. And then she will be ready to go to her new home. You are quite welcome, my friend. It is my pleasure. It is my pleasure. I love building stuff, so, which is the whole reason why I am constructing a whole new journal for the Battle of the Junk Journals. I don't know. I guess that's the math part in me. I love that. Make sure she comes out when she wants to. You are quite welcome. So the last finishing touches is to put the glossy accent on, if it'll come out. Oh, it is the best feeling in the world. Yes, it is. To know that something that I've made makes somebody's day and that they, that they love it. Oh, yeah. That is, that's any creative's desire, is that what they make will bring, hopefully as much happiness to somebody else as to them when they were making it. Which is why I completely understand when I was talking with my husband about the Battle of the Junk Journal, and he was like, do something that you're gonna love, because if not, because I was like, well, maybe I should do something that I know, people are into. And he's like, yeah, but is it something you like? And I'm like, well, it's not my style. It's not that I can't do it, it's just not my style. He's like, well, are you going to enjoy making it? I was like, well, not as much as if I did what I like. He's like, so then just do what you like. The right person is going to like that journal, and it's going to make them happy to have it. So that is what I am going with. So I'm building another one. Yes, this is true. I do like finding the handmade items. You are so true about that. Okay, so this is gonna dry. It's gonna dry clear. I know right now it's opaque, but that's just because that's how Glossy Accent comes out. But it is absolutely gonna look so pretty. An all fairy one. We're gonna have steampunk fairies in for my retreat. Those are gonna be, Miss Cynthia is creating those exclusive for me for the retreat. So I'm excited about that. You know me, give me steampunk and I'm happy. Alright, so she has to sit and she has to dry, but she will be ready for whenever you are ready for me to ship her to you. There are a lot of creative people, like a lot of creative people on this app. Yes. So, nope, I'm excited for it. Yep. Well, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. I really, really do appreciate it. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful evening. Okay? And so for everybody on Facebook and YouTube, ciao. Have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys, is it tomorrow?